Let's get things started. Here are a few tips and approaches on how we can improve your reports just simply by starting to think deeper to get more insights out of your platform. Big picture, all right? Find things that are measurable, that can be measured, that drive impact for your audiences. Number one, stakeholders. Who in your organization can find the most value from receiving these reports? Marketing? CS? Comms? Ask those hard questions. Two, where do your prospects, where do your customers, what communities do they live in? Three, what is your competition doing? Is their content resonating? What isn't working? Four, what else can we measure with a little bit of classification? How can traditional research methods work with observational research? How can we become ethnographers? When advising businesses, this still is my favorite line of questioning. Why are you generating reports? What are you trying to measure? If this is successful, what happens? If you don't deliver a report, what happens? How can you move from nice to have to mission critical reporting? Also, as a bonus, what language do they speak? What charts do they like? What colors do they want? Or are you really just writing an executive summary? Remember, keep it simple, keep it easy. I can't say this enough. Social media is always community driven. If you have a product, we all have products. There is always a community discussing yours or your competitors. The more you can define these people within the groups that they travel in, the tribes that they are, model and map them. Start to build the panels, start to track those subreddits, start to think like an ethnographer. Watch those animals in the safari and note the behavior versus just watching those animals in the zoo. This is a quick example of how you could visualize your community. On the previous slide, see the nodes and hubs. Now fast forward to this slide. Think about how we've now classified these groups, the personas, their behavior, how they interact with each other. Now think about better ways that you could target and identify these folks. Now bring that back to the behavior of how they interact with each other. Now magically you understand your audience and how they'll start to interact with each other, sharing and interacting with your and your competitors' content. This one's just another easy layup. We've all had that nightmare about our work. What if I told an amazing story? Nobody reads it. What if I created the perfect ad campaign with Ryan Reynolds and no one views it? What if my campaign only got 100 likes and 20 shares? It all comes back into focus when you add the context, and the best context is a comparison. When we look at how we've done versus how our competition has done, you now understand the point of reference. With competitive benchmarking, this is brutally simple. What are you doing? What are they doing? How does it compare? Who is their audience? Do we want that audience? What content is working for that audience? What content is working for ours? What can we learn when they don't know that we're watching? Again, immediate stakeholder ROI. Now to the secret sauce. When you look at organizational maturity with data, it really takes hold once companies move away from social being something special, something magical, and it moves into being just another data set. The more mature the company, the better normalized data is. Social data is just another data set, and it needs to be measured with the rest. How can it become additive and add quicker insight to the teams who want to use that information? Number one, customer experience. How do you measure your clients today? Can it be mapped to social? Of course it can. Live feedback. Do you sell a product? Is it reviewed on the internet? Let's get those reviews. Who wants that data? Every single person in your business. Human resources. The magic of today's employment environment, all employees are sharing their perspectives. Is it an interview? Is it a review? All of that content is public. Start to give that information to those stakeholders and oh my God, yes, they want that information. And number four, this one's emerging and it's moving quick, but organizational risk is a biggie. Leaks, product loss, supply chain issues, executive issues. Social media is the greatest source of open source intelligence. You are the gatekeeper to your organization with this information. You can help with all of this. All right, you know what? Honestly, your reports really don't suck. It's kind of being mean, but you know what? Clickbait works. You all know it. But I'm really passionate about this topic. We as an industry have so much opportunity to show the value of this data, but if we continue to pass on keyword clouds as insights, you're missing a giant opportunity. You have the keys to do something magical. Make it happen. And of course, you knew the sales pitch was coming. For my day job, when I'm not ranting about something being broken in the social analytics industry, I work for a really cool company called Pulsar. I joined about 6 months ago to get things kicked off in the Americas, and I truly believe we have something very special here. We have an all-in-one solution that addresses the needs of anyone wanting to know something about their brand digitally, and our offering focuses on 3 key areas. Number 1, trends, understanding the big picture. What's going on here and what's happening now. Track, the audience-focused social listening platform that allows you to move beyond just keywords and hashtags to truly understand what is driving your audience. And core, the do-all application to understand your own properties and competitors. And underpinning all of this is an award-winning in-house consultancy whose core focus is to best help you understand how to weaponize these insights and drive change in your organization.